Let's get you another check of the forecast because it may feel, decent outside right now, but Lindsay, we are expecting some strong storms.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We've been kind of watching this since yesterday evening. It all fired up in Oklahoma. Around 11 reports of tornadoes out of this same system. Now it's evolved a little bit since it produced those tornadoes that will be surveyed today, just to see the extent of that damage. But for us, we are still looking for that potential of some damaging wind gusts as we head through the next couple of hours here. Already this line making its way into central Illinois. You can see kind of the leading edge there, making its way closer to Champaign. And this is kind of what we've been watching here over the past couple of hours as this is tracked off to the east. Lots of lightning embedded within some of the heavier downpours all throughout central parts of the state. Lots of lightning strikes, but what you need to at least know right now is this has not been severe. We do not have any warnings issued associated with this, but I did want to highlight this area right here, this red zone. That's what we call a mesoscale discussion. It's what the Storm Prediction Center issues before they actually put out a warning. So what this zone here means, we've got the potential of a tornado watch to be issued over the next hour or so. Based on how these storms are evolving, 60% chance of that becoming a watch. So nothing out there just yet, but certainly we are on deck and everything is setting up as it should for those storms to continue to develop. So right now, still cloudy, 73. The wind starting to pick up out of the south, 15 miles per hour right now, gusts in excess of 20 miles per hour. And we are still monitoring this same zone, mainly the western part of the state and to the Indy Metro. The farther east you go, better chance of these storms weakening before they make their way into your area. Probably not going to impact eastern parts of the state until after about 6 p.m. But for this total storm threat today, really between 3 o'clock and around 10 p.m., we're going to be on guard for that potential damaging wind gusts causing those isolated power outages, some down trees and branches, things like that. Also, large hail and embedded rotating storms within the line could prompt a few tornado warnings as well. That means the evening drive home is going to be a little rough for most of us. The sun sets around 7-11. Storms are still going to be in the area as we drop out of the 80s and back into the 70s. But of course, it's that storm coverage area that we're most concerned with. So let's break down this timeline. 3 o'clock today moves into the western part of the state. So that's within the next couple of hours. Moving into the Indianapolis metro right there during that evening rush between about 4 and 6 p.m. We've got these heavy downpours that are going to set up right there on the border and then continuously press off to the east, eventually moving into eastern Indiana by about 9 o'clock. Keep in mind, this is when this line is going to start to weaken here. As we get into the sunset and beyond hours, we're going to lose some of those atmospheric dynamics that would keep these storms going, keep fueling them, if you will. So they'll start to weaken. So by about 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be done with a severe threat, and the rain's going to be long gone by the time we get up early Tuesday morning. We'll still be dealing with a few lingering clouds early tomorrow, but then the sky will clear back out. Not going to be as warm as it has been. We're saying goodbye to the unseasonably near record warm high temperatures and looking at something a little bit more normal for this time of year. 74 in Indy, 76 over in Greencastle, and 76 in Lafayette. I mean, the average high is still in the upper 60s, so these are still above average, but starting to work our way in the right direction if you're waiting on those fall temperatures. Here comes our next storm system. It's a developing area of low pressure, and this one's what's going to bring in a big time drop in temps. This is through Wednesday evening around 6 o'clock. First, we're going to bring in scattered showers, isolated storms Thursday, slightly more widespread by Friday, and then much cooler air takes its way around the backside of that system. So that's going to drop us to the 70s. Pretty decent rain chances to wrap up the week. But then as we get into the weekend, the sunshine returns, and here comes the fall feel. Lower 60s for highs through early next week.